We regularly answer frequently asked questions about life during the coronavirus crisis. If you have a question you'd like us to consider for a future post, email us at goatsansoda@npr.org with the subject line, Weekly Coronavirus Questions. See an archive of our FAQs here. I went to a wedding a few days ago and just learned that several people have since tested positive for COVID-19. What do I do now? It might be a small comfort, but more and more people are asking a variation of that question these days, says Dr. Abrar Karan, an infectious disease fellow at Stanford. That's because COVID-19 cases are rising in some parts of the world, like India and South Africa, and in some U.S. states. So whether it's weddings, bar mitzvahs, conferences or high-profile events like the White House Correspondents' Dinner, COVID-19 is clearly spreading at some of the gatherings, even though guests were told they all had to be vaccinated to attend. For large events, especially those held indoors, the risk. And it's more than you think because we are under-detecting cases. Here's how Dr. Preeti Malani, Chief Health Officer at the Division of Infectious Diseases and Geriatric Medicine at the University of Michigan, thinks of it. When you attend a function, you have to assume that there may be people and with that assumption in mind, there are some specific ways you can protect yourself. David Soleilis, Director of the COVID-19 Response Team at University of California, Irvine, advises checking the Centers for Disease Control's COVID-19 county-level tracker before any big social gathering, especially if any activities will be held indoors. Soleilis says checking the CDC data will give you a sense of community transmission in that community so you know what you're wading into. That's the point at which everyone needs to do some individual risk assessment, Soleilis says. If, for example, community transmission is high, and you're at personal high risk because you're immunocompromised, or live with someone who is, or want to visit someone who is, or you have underlying health conditions, you might make the decision not to go to the event because it's too much risk. Malani says with cases increasing, you may also want to think about your schedule before deciding whether to attend a social event.